to do. So UMG is taking all of.
So first I want to say that I really, really do sympathize with content creators who have made kind of a career or have made a hobby out of using licensed music to make their videos. I feel it has enriched the online environment. Whether music companies want to admit it or not, it has had an impact. People enjoy music, people share music, and this is a form of advertising for Universal Music Group and all these other music groups. While I appreciate the difficulties that's creating for content creators, and I'm not going to fall into that group, it's like, well, they should have known better. They were basically given free license to do so via TikTok. It was almost supported, if you will. And TikTok first became a thing because of dance videos and because of music. Now, the only part that I want to put warning out for, and I'll continue to do videos like these to try to get awareness out for people, is going to YouTube is not going to help you. Here is why. YouTube has a DRM system in place. TikTok may, but they haven't enforced it. But for any content creator that gets their videos off of TikTok, and I hope the original creator that I'm stitching on this sees this, once you start uploading those videos before they even go live, they're going to get hit with DRM notification. Once you get 3 removals, you can't create an account anymore. That's going to be happening. And the appeals process is awful. How do I know this? So I used to stream video games. I haven't in a bit because it is very time consuming and there's a lot of stuff you have to do that. It is easier to make TikTok videos, easier to make YouTube videos in general than it is to try to do streaming. It can be very difficult. But the reason that I had problems, and I know what I'm talking about and what's going on, is I've been hit by DMCA notice or DRM notice, I think it's DMCA from Warner Brothers. Why? Because I played a game called Mass Effect, and the soundtrack is owned by Warner Music Group. I spent months, because my video was demonetized, and I'm not big enough at this point to get monetization anyway, but I spent months just to finally get an approval letter email back from them that I had to submit to YouTube, letting YouTube know that Warner Music had said it was fine for me to have music as long as it was in the game. Never mind the fact to begin with that my video was a stream of me playing the game, a common practice. Now, to YouTube's credit and Warner, they have fixed it so it doesn't automatically slap you with a DMCA takedown request. But here's the other thing to that. If you're going to do this as a career, if it's going to be reacting to music as a career, be aware that they may not take your videos down. They'll just take all your monetization. I have a private account where I have Gym Class Heroes uploaded there, and it's an old music video. It's not available really anywhere. Warner is using that, even though it's low quality, as their video, even though I uploaded it from a VHS tape. They're claiming it as theirs, which they have right to. I'm not saying they're wrong. And any ad revenue that comes in on that YouTube channel, they get 100% of it. So you risk having some problems by going to YouTube for that type of content. I would be very careful because the labels are more aggressive on YouTube. The reason being is they have Vivo and stuff that they upload their content to, that they let represent their audio portion. So don't be surprised if a drove of you go over to YouTube and you start seeing a point where you're not allowed to make a channel anymore because of the fact your IP has been flagged as something pirating content and they don't want that on there. TikTok is based in China, so the way they handle things is a little bit different. Like, it's very hard for Universal to go after TikTok. TikTok is just playing it safe because they're trying to grow and they don't want to have to face any trouble. YouTube is based in California, so be aware that they are going to be super vigilant against letting this flood of content come over. They were supposed to be working on some content management stuff, but that has not materialized as of yet. So don't be surprised if you start facing problems when you start uploading. I think YouTube can be a great platform for many creators. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the music creators going over. I think we're going to see a lot of people just not able to make content anymore. And I hate that because I think it did enrich things. I think a lot of people were doing things artistically with music that makes it great. Also, again, it's free advertising for Universal. So what are your thoughts on this, guys? To the original content creator, I'm very sorry this happened to you. Please reach out to whatever resources you can find and see what you can do to make your content still viable. Do keep the backups because I think this will get resolved at some point. But please know that you will be putting your content creation future at risk by just uploading to other platforms where they are more aggressive. So I hope this helps, guys. What are your thoughts on this?